Hello everyone, it's Pat at Beads and Plenty More, and today we're going to make this bracelet with the chain and the rhinestone wrapped through it. We'll call this Workday Glam number 5. So it's got the chain and the two colors of rhinestone that are wrapped in and attached with a magnetic clasp. So that's what it looks like finished, and what we're using is aluminum chain because it's nice and light, and we get all the links sitting the same direction here. And then I've used 2 colors of rhinestone. So I've used 7 inches of chain and 10 inches of rhinestone in 2 different colors. So what I do first is attach the 2 rhinestones together with 28 gauge wire. So I've got the 28 gauge wire here, and when you're working with wire and attaching something, be sure that you don't start at the very beginning of the wire. Much easier to attach as you go a little further along. So we'll line up these 2 end pieces of the 2 different colors so that I've got the 2 little rhinestones sitting side by side here. And then I'm going to put the wire through that one link. Bring that around the back side and across the front. There we go. Give it a good pull. Make sure it's nice and tight, and wrap one more time. Okay, so that's how I attach the 2 colors together. And then we're going to attach those 2, bring the 2 ends up as close to the middle as I can. And then I'm going to attach these to the first link of the chain. So I'll cut that off the spool, and we'll go into the chain here now. So go in to the chain, and I want these to sit so that they just are inside the beginning of the chain. Just like that. And wrap through. And bring them through the other side. Actually, it helps to twist these 2 wires together before you do that, because then they go through together much easier. So we will twist, twist, twist. Like that. Then I've got 1 unit instead of 2. So drop it down a little bit so that it's not in the way. Bring it through the first time. And then, whenever necessary, we can use a pair of pliers to pull up that wire. Have to be a little bit careful with 28 gauge wire, though it's not super strong. So there, I've got the double wrap, that's good. So now we're ready to start feeding the rhinestones through the chain, and I do one at a time and alternate them so that one goes up and one goes down, so that we've got more variety in the color on there. So that one went down, and so my next link I'm going to bring it up, and sometimes it's easier to turn the chain around. Again, feeding these rhinestones is a bit like pushing a rope, which is very difficult. So again, drop that down through that chain and up through here. Now you might notice right away that the rhinestones don't always sit the same direction, and that's fine because we get a mixture of the shiny and the matte, which I can show you on the other bracelet as well, because one side of the rhinestones is matte and one side is the shiny rhinestone. So that's how we're going to feed that one through. I'm going to continue that all the rest of the way. Now this one, I'm going to do the other way. This one, we're going to start from the bottom side. So I got to feed this back down to become the starting on the other side. So we'll pull that one through there. So now it's going to start coming up first. The other one started going down first. So feed that in there. There, that's coming up. And then on this one, we went down. So this, we went up, pardon me. And so this one's going to go down on this one. And so they get the look of the opposites there. And then this time it comes up. And of course down. So I'm going to continue to go up and down with the two colors of rhinestone, and then I'll show you how to attach the clasp. Okay, so I've reached the other end with the wrapping the crystals through the chain, and I wired the two ends together with the wire again, and I'm going to just cut off the excess after the two that I wired together right there. And now these I'm going to wire to the last link of chain. And again, if I twist the wires together, they work a little bit better. So we'll just give them a good twist. And so then we'll wrap that through like that. And I like to go at least twice, not just once. Okay, there's my other end there. You can use the pliers to pull it up snug so that we get nice and tight. Finish twisting that off, because I'm going to use the twisted wire to attach the clasp as well. Okay, there's the two wraps through to make sure we're good and solid. And I've broken the wire, so we'll add a new wire in. Not a problem. Okay, so we're finished threading the rhinestone through the chain, and I've got to the other end. I've wired the rhinestone onto the chain, but I broke the wire. So I'm going to show you what you can do if that happens to you. So I've taken a new piece of wire. I'm going to take and twist the two together so that I have a stronger piece of wire. Again, working with 28 gauge is not a real strong wire, so it's good to use 2 layers. I'll just twist them together as best I can here. There we are. That should be enough length. So then when I want to add this in, I'm going to go in between the 2 rhinestone pieces there so that they sit at the top of the chain. I don't want them to slide around to the bottom. And then I'm going to do a twist here to hold them in place. So that should be good. And then we're going to attach this into the second side of the clasp. Just trim that circle off because it's hard to feed through a circle. So we'll take all of these wires and put them through the hole on the bottom of the clasp. Bring it down, leave a little neck there, and then bend this forward. So I get a nice bend there, and then we're gonna do a wrap here. And then I'll trim off the excess. There we go. So that's got my clasp attached. Take the cutters and cut away the excess. And there's our bracelet finished. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.